Hello, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to make a little skeleton that's hanging in a tiny cage with only stuff you'll get from the dollar store and things you'll have from around your house at home. So with that being said, let's get on with the project. So first things first, the things you're going to need for this. 2 wire baskets. I got these in like the office laundry or like baskets section, I guess, at the dollar store. You're going to want some Halloween chains, some little 5 feet long black or purple lights, some cobwebs, of course, your little skeleton, some zip ties. You won't need this many, I just have a bunch because I just grabbed a few. A black marker, paint marker, or just normal Sharpie. Any black marker that won't wash off with like water or like over time will work just fine. And some scissors that could cut through the wire on your basket. So with that being said, let's get on with it really fast. All the stuff I did buy at the dollar store came up to a total of $8.03. Just letting you guys know, so that way if you go to buy this stuff, you'll know how much it will cost you. Alright, so now you should have just 2 plain baskets that are wire, like this. And then we're going to take the tags off of everything else. On the skeleton, you're going to actually want to snip the little elastic band that's around his head, because you will not be needing that for this. So the skeleton will just like be a skeleton without like the little hanging elastic piece. You're going to want to tag off the chains. And I'm not going to open the cobwebs just yet. And then the lights I will not open yet either. So first things first, we're going to want to attach our skeleton to the top basket like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through, run a zip tie through the top of the skeleton's head in that hole and then through one of the holes on top. I'm going to aim for the middle, and then I'm going to take the zip tie and run it through, and then stick it through the second hole. And this part can be a little tricky, so if you don't get it right away, it's okay. And when you're using super sharp scissors like this, be careful not to cut yourself. So this is what the skeleton looks like now. He is just zip tied to the top of the basket, just like this. And then that zip tie, you can paint white, or my bad, Sharpie black. I don't know where I got paint white from. That's a complete opposite. But you don't have to just yet, because you can do that in the later step, which I will be doing. Now we are going to go, and you really get to pick what you want to do with your skeleton for this part. I'm not really going to do much with him. This guy doesn't have much movement in his arms and stuff. So I'm just going to leave him like this and zip tie the bottom basket like that. So in premise, this is what it's going to look like with your skeleton in the middle. But first, what I'm going to do is go through, and this is when I'm going to open up my little lights. There is instructions. Or not instructions, but a little caution label. And then they have some backup light bulbs as well in there, just in case. So first things first, I'm going to unwire these and pull the strand. I want to see how long the cable is before it actually gets to the lights. Alright, so decent sized amount of cable before it gets to the lights. What I'm going to do is pretty much just go and put the lights around and zip tie them in place and kind of like swirl them around the skeleton. So I'm going to go do that right now. And I also would like to say, this plug is not going to fit through the wire at the bottom, so you're going to actually need your scissors to cut a little hole to stick your plug through. And I'm going to do that now and show you what it looks like. Alright, so I cut a little hole in the bottom. You probably can't see it very well, but there is a hole there I can stick my finger through now. Be careful because the wire can be a little sharp, so just put it out there. Now I'm going to go ahead and zip tie the wire into or zip tie the lights into like a little wire basket. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Alright, so I did not color the zip ties black yet, just to show you where I placed them. I'll give you a good look there. So the cobwebs are not the easiest thing to actually put on. And there's a lot of them, so I'm not going to actually use all of them. I do want to go though and pick all of these spiders in there out of it so the spiders are not in there. Because I'm going to actually put them on the outside where you can see them, because they're for sure really, really cool looking. So there were some more spiders actually in the cobwebs than the ones I just saw. There will be another video that's being posted before this or after, I'm not sure yet, of these dollar store tour where I actually got all this stuff. And they had a few different actual colors of cobwebs. They had some neon green, some pumpkin orange, purple. They had multiple kinds of cobwebs, different colors, which I think is cool. But I'm going to take this giant clump off and put them back, because I'm going to need only about this much. I'm going to spread out. When I put it on there, it's going to be very, very spread out, not compact at all actually. I want to get these to be dispersed as much as possible on here. So, like I said, I'm going to use just some fishing string to hold them on. And hopefully that's enough. I'm not sure if it is, but I'll find out soon. So I'm going to start off with putting the cobwebs not directly in front of him, but next to him. And then I'm going to go grab a corner and just place it sideways. I'm just going to tie it double over him now. Before I do this, I'm going to put the cobweb piece back over the top like that. And I'm going to do one more just to be sure it's secured on there. And then I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut that piece. And then with the securing of the cobwebs, you don't need to fully wrap it, like fully tie around every time. You only need a certain amount, because then they do, with extra zip ties and stuff, they do a pretty good job of clinging onto the sides. So I'm just going to wrap them around like this. Then afterwards, I will put some more in other corners, but for the first initial little wrap or amount of cobwebs, I'm going to do just a little. If you do it right, this is what you should end up with, which I think is actually pretty cool looking. Alright, now that I have this done, I'm going to go and add my chain. So I don't really know I'm going to put this on yet. I got some cobwebs wrapped around me. And I'm definitely going to wrap some cobwebs around this chain. I'm probably not going to use the entire thing. So I think I'm going to... you're able to adjust the length of these, which is nice. So I'm just going to break them right there. About half the length, I think is good, because I probably won't actually end up hanging these. I probably won't end up hanging this guy. So I just got half the length of the chain, and that zip tie from earlier. I'm going to take a second zip tie, put it around the zip tie, and then around my chain. Then I'm going to put the top of, wrap the cobweb around the zip tie just a little bit. Alright, and then we're going to cut the zip tie and drop this on myself. Alright. Now we have our hanging skeleton prop, and if you don't want to be hanging, you could just drape the chain over the side really fast. Before I show you guys how he looks with the lights on, I'm going to go and wrap some cobwebs around this chain to make him look even spookier. And then I'm going to show you what he looks like without the lights turned on in the bedroom and with the lights turned on that are actually on the crate. So with that being said, thank you for watching this video. Make sure to stay spooky, like and subscribe, and as always, stay spooky.